back on these places. So you've got a notebook somewhere that says how you have to leave it, whether it's sheets on the beds and all the laundry somewhere. I don't know. I didn't look at it myself either, but to do that, it takes a while. It'd be nice if they had like a captain, a couple captains in each room. That doesn't mean they do the stuff, but that means they're checking. They're like, hey, we're doing this, or like, okay, we're good here. Again, it's going to be a cooperative venture to get out good shape. It's all going to be done by whatever type of civil rights, which will probably be somewhere between 9 and 9. Just general military base, but there's a kind of a general floor. All right.
I don't know if they're there. I invited them. They were going to try to join, but they're in a vehicle traveling from the airport.
Traveling together.
Yeah. So when they jump on, you will see them here whenever they do.
Okay. If they jump on.
If they jump on.
So general plan seems okay. Friday night gather. So we reserved the Cabañas, the one at the
from the first night.
First night, right? So it's ours. So we're going to need some people, Captain Dylan barbecue team to grab a couple barbecues to get it all taken care of.
Dude, up.
Yep. We'll have to bring down plates and do all that good stuff. But yeah, we're good at that.
So we've invited the people from the Pili and Pac-Whale. Pac-Whale people can't come, but Amy and Craig will come, and maybe some other people. But right now it's just 2 additional people. But we'll let everybody know tomorrow before you start cooking.
And of course, that whoever our guests are, we make sure they're served first, and they're we host them appropriately. I know you know that. Dylan, great question.
Got to get it.
We got to go get it tonight. Yep.
What do you want to barbecue? I want to do some type of beefy situation with like grilled pineapple.
That sounds great. And then we should have some alternatives for the people that don't. Yes.
Tunas? What's our budget?
It's the last day. Does it really matter? Reasonable. Our budget is reasonable. Oh yeah. We should also definitely cook up as much rice as we can because people need some rice, and we have a lot of it.
Steak and rice and fruit.
We have a lot of rice left over. That's just plain.
Yep. Oh, somebody's here.
Hey.
Who's this?
Hello.
Look. Oh, look. We're just starting our reflections.
Awesome. I look forward to hearing everything. This is not Maui where we are right now.
It sounds like you guys landed safely, though.
We did.
Okay, great.
And we had a great shuttle bus driver.
Yeah, we already sang happy birthday to Willow, and she said it was her best birthday pretty much ever, and there'll never be a better one. Pretty much. No, that's what she said. That's what she said, Cindy. No, it was the best one ever. Except for you guys weren't here. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Well, I'm glad I got to see her this morning.
So we'll go ahead and segue into reflections. Who would like to share some aspect of their day or something they...
Before that, can you guys hear okay if I put this here? Stacy, Claire?
Yeah. I'll just mute us so that we're not disruptive.
Okay. So when people talk, maybe they can come right here and just stand up. Okay.
Anybody like to spur songs? No, that's actually follow Will is very difficult example to follow. Simon's leaning forward like he's got something to say.
I'll say something.
Stand up.
Stand right here. So I was at the Hawaiian Cultural Center, and I was doing shopping carts, and I didn't feel like I was ready for it, but got a little rundown from Carissa, and honestly, I really mostly just helped out old ladies, and they were all so sweet. Like, it started off really strong with like the first woman just kind of telling me she loved me and like thank you so much, and I felt like that was kind of repeated throughout like each sort of interaction in their own ways, and that was just so sweet and like motivating, and like I didn't want to take a break. I was like, yeah, this is great, like and it just felt so good, and it was so fun like looking around and like I wheel the car through, and everybody's like, "Oh, like, what do you need help with? What do you need?" Like, and it was such a unit, and like everybody was so happy and dancing and laughing, and yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Additional comments from the Hawaiian Cultural Center.
So I'll add on to that. My most, I guess, memorable part of today was helping this mom, little boy, as Willow had mentioned, it's his birthday. And she was asking for some things, and she wasn't really asking for a lot. And I kind of just kept like pushing on saying, anything else you want, like just name it and I'll look for it. We might have it. You know, it's better for me to check. And she's like, well, actually, do you happen to have a stroller to keep them covered in the rain? And I was able to get her something like that. She's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I wouldn't have even think to ask for that. And the fact that you had it was amazing. And she said that she can't wait to come back. You know,
Cool.
okay. So I had like a really cool moment where it wasn't a lady that I was helping, but she like had come up and she was in a line and she was walking by and she was like, Carissa, she's like, I remember you. She's like, how are you doing? Like, and it was from Saturday. And I was like really sweet and she like gave me a hug. And I'm like, I got like 5 hugs today and it was great. And then someone called me beautiful. It was a good day. So I don't know. It's just like, it's probably one of my favorite places I've like serviced at. It's just like so like intentional and like getting to be able to like meet with people and like the community there and like us all working together like to make sure like these people's needs are met has just been like super awesome. Yeah.
Andrew, come in front so they can see you. Here, yeah.
Also, Andrew made a very amazing cake, so I hope everyone gets it.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
you.
So I was at the Hawaiian Council as well, and I'd say it was pretty powerful just because for me, it was the time I was shopping. Last time I was kind of just like pushing the carts around and refilling, which you still got to talk to the staff and interact with people, but it wasn't the same as directly connecting with the people. The people were affected. And the thing that like struck me the most was so many families were saying they're transitioning because of the Red Cross, and just hearing that this isn't over for them, and that it's still ongoing, and that the housing that they were dislocated to is now happening again, and that just really like was a lot for me and really mentally drained me. And just talking to them, it was just awesome to help them out. And even though it was hard to do so, it was definitely an experience that will stick with me, and that's special to me. I'm glad.
Give Andrew a big shout out for this entire trip. It's been like so amazing, so like helpful to everyone. Like he's cooked for us, like he's made cakes, and like he's been so helpful with the technology. Like I just feel like Andrew deserves a shout out.
Yeah.
Woo!
No, we have that. Anybody else? Hawaiian Cultural Center, looking around. Hey, let's move on. Which group wants to share next? Angelina, get a little way down.
Yeah, come down and stand in front of the.
Come on down! Dun, dun, dun.
Right.
So,
Wait, so this thing here.
We're here?
Yeah, so they can hear
Oh,
you.
okay. Hi.
Okay, so today I went to the school and then also to Pili Noho. So got off to a really good start in the morning. I went to go get coffee with all of the girls that went to the school. That was really fun. We were late. Sorry about that. And so that was really fun. And then we ended up going to the school, and it was great seeing, the same kids again. And it was just a nice feeling when they were like, "Oh, you're back," and I was like, "Yeah, you remembered." So, and all of them were really attentive and just like engaged with the lab that we were doing and everything. And also got to hear a little bit more about the kids because we were talking to them and everything. Middle schoolers have a lot of drama. And then after that, we ended up going to NoHo, and we just kind of like sorted through clothes and everything. But it was especially nice because I got to learn more about the girls and everything, and we were kind of just like chatting and stuff like that, spilling tea, you know, just having a girls' day. And it was just really fun. And I mean, it was bittersweet because it was our last time being at NoHo. And just kind of, it's hard when you bonded with people and, you know, saying goodbye, or they said it was a see you later type of deal, but, you know, leaving for now. We did actually see, sorry, what's her name? The lady that we saw at the grocery store after? Debbie. Yes, Debbie. So we ended up going to the grocery store, we walked, and then we saw Debbie there, and so it was nice, just, you know, bumping into her again, and it wasn't planned or anything. But yeah, I had a great day. Thank you guys.
I love how we all know like those random people, and we're like,
Oh,
good.
School and park, follow-ups, other thoughts, other perspectives. School, park.
Stand up.
Oh, you go stand up.
No, stand up and talk to them so they can hear you on Zoom.
Hi. Today we went and got coffee. Really, really yummy. And then we also stopped at this little old lady's little like gift shop boutique right outside of the coffee shop, and we got some stuff there. Got a little dress. Yeah, it was super cool. We were late. Dr. Steele was a little mad at us for being late. And then
Didn't want to invoke the wrath of Sean. Yeah, she wasn't mad. I was just trying to save you from Dr. Anderson being mad at you.
okay, that's good to know. And then yeah, we went to the pool. The kids were like super amazing. They were like super engaged. Our group, me and Cass, were in the same like group of 4 people. And this one little boy like hugged up the microscope and was just poking everything and trying to touch everything. And yeah, it was really nice to like teach him something. And then what stuck out to me is after we spoke to the teacher, and he said, "Thank you for coming out, because a lot of natives here don't see people like go to college or go outside of Hawaii, because all of them were like, oh, we'll just work at the hotel, and because that's what their family does, and then they're there for 20 years. So it was very nice that we were there to like, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it was super sweet. All of them were super sweet. And then they gave us a little Domino's pizza, which was cool. And then after we went to the Pili Park, that was super nice. I feel like I haven't got to hang out with all the girls, just us. So it was super nice getting to know everyone. All you guys are lovely people. And then they said, when we were saying goodbye, they said see you later, but the actual phrase in Hawaiian is awihu. Awihu. So it means see you later until we meet again. And I'm like, that's gonna be my next tattoo with a little heart. But yeah, it was super cool. And then we got ice cream after at the market. We ran into Debbie. So yeah, it was bittersweet. A few people got a little choked up saying bye to us, and they said that they hope that we come back in a year, and it's not 2 years down the line or 3 years down the line, and that all of us are welcome anytime, and that they loved all of us, and you're very helpful. Yeah.
Let's say real quick, it seems like obviously we're in the wake of this crazy disaster, and it's just a few months afterwards, and our partners we've been collaborating with, they've popped up to give this aid. And just like Soraya was saying, they're like, oh yeah, come back again. That's not a joke, because in New Orleans, one of those communities we volunteer with was there for 3.5 years. So it might look a little sort of slapdash or a little kind of last minute or a little, we'll do this for a few months, but it can be surprising how long folks need this help because of the difficulty of getting the housing, the food. So when they said, hope you come back next time, it would be so awesome if they weren't here next time, meaning that we had the people were able to receive the resources. If this is like other disasters, there's a good chance that there's going to be a strong need for these types of community help, this type of community help for quite some time to come. So there's opportunities for you guys to come back and help with us or other groups.
She makes
I guess. So, I only went to school once. The girls that I was working with really trusted me, which is cool because they're middle schoolers and I don't do that. And one of the girls I was working with, kind of like at the end, was lingering, and she's just like talking to me about how she wants to go to Channel Islands now because of like how great we seem and how like tight knit we look, and just I guess Dr. A was probably pitching the campus block. So I thought that was really neat. I didn't think we were making that big of an impact, but it's nice to know that we are.
Yes, we should record that for President Yao.
I was about to say, make sure President Yao hears
Love
that.
to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it.
on the school in McKinney Park.
Before we get into whales, I want to say.
Where do we come from?
Before we get into how great the whale experience was today, I'm sure it was fantastic. Just having the water. Not at all jealous, I promise. But there was something different about going to the Hawaiian Council again today, and them knowing it was our last day. And like, every time I had talked to those folks and told them like, no, like students are leaving on Saturday, like they were all really bummed about it, and the impact that we made. I mean, even on people. Not that anyone is less cognizant of our presence, but even people like Armin, who like he's having a lot of fun, like in his other lives. But like Armin was really sad to hear that we were going. I mean, he was. It was hard to see. So like the impact that you guys had, it was very heartwarming, and like saying I love you as we leave those places, because like those people, we might have only seen them for a couple of days, but like we spent so much time with them, and we're making really trying. We're out there just like working and trying to make a difference, and you guys really you guys really just like getting out there and putting your hearts on the line, putting your effort in. I mean, one thing when I talk shit because people are like hanging in the break room, but like you guys also weren't. When it was like 3 o'clock today, and I'm like, hey guys, like we're gonna be here for another like 30 minutes to an hour. You were like, all right, let's do it. Like we're gonna get the work done, and we're gonna go help Auntie. I still don't know her name. She's just Auntie. We're gonna go help her, and we're gonna sort some clothes and help them out. I'm just really proud of you guys. Like, not that I have a space to be proud of you, but it means a lot, I think, to this community and these people for them to be so upset that we're leaving. It was pretty amazing today. I mean, Auntie is like, take some shoes. Y'all know, y'all got some shoes, so that's great. They were really bummed to see us leave, and they're really stoked. Those orange shirts are Auntie's color, so she's stoked. We'll get those shirts to them. Don't worry. But I'm just proud of you guys for whatever it's worth, whatever Zach's proudness is. But, yeah, you guys did a good job out there. I think the Hawaiian Council is obviously I didn't get to do the park other than just like talking to some folks about getting you guys out there in the first place. But I can't speak to that experience. But Hawaiian Council has definitely been there 2 days and working with them and working with some of the folks that might be struggling in other ways that aren't even just the behind that aspects, but showing up for folks. I don't know. It's a different experience, and honestly, it makes me think twice about like some of the volunteer work that we might do at home. And it's really because of you guys and the work you guys put in, and see you guys stand there. Like, I don't know, there's a point when Rob and Paula were like standing there the whole time. They're like sitting there like this because they don't have nowhere to sit, and it's like there's a chair right behind them. I don't know. It's like, but they're still there. They'll grab every cart that they can because they got the guts so in them. Just thank you guys so much. It's also meant a lot to me, just as a person. I think seeing like y'all, weird way, like restore my faith in humanity. I don't like people, but y'all are some good people, and I want to thank each and every one of you for that and the work that you guys put in. It's pretty fucking cool. Like, it means a lot. So, in that sense, I'm gonna go disappear in the dark corner. Thank you.
Morning stretches.
Y'all see the two extra folks that joined in on this too? So it's like two older folks that are coming to volunteer. I don't know if you saw that, Rob.
No, I saw them. They're boom at the back.
They just all of a sudden sat down and were like,
Love it.
I would also
They're probably like, oh, I guess this is what we got to do.
Also, the entire way back, we put on like all 2,000 spirit hits, and I don't think we stopped singing. It wasn't good. It was great. Oh, and shout out also Willow, Faith, and Riley for just like chilling for 3 hours.
Not only that, but then when I finally found my way through traffic and got there, they were all like bouncing happy and like, no problem, let's go. I mean, like, the attitude was awesome.
And it's not the like nicest part of town either. Bravo.
Yeah. Let's see what we hear from our whale people a little bit.
All right, sorry in advance, guys. Hello? Are they still here?
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, just really dark.
Are they not still there?
No, they're still there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was blessed with a 5:30 a.m. wake up
Nice.
and what seemed like be a short hour-long trip, so I fell asleep. We got cinnamon buns in the morning and coffee, which were fantastic. Then we got in the boat, and the waves were looking big, and it seemed like there was some talk amongst the boat people at the docks. Were like, "Oh, no, I'm not going in there." Like, I thought it was going to be an absolute mess. We got on the water. It was a pretty great day. The weather was nice. I was very stoked to fly the drone. I didn't know we were flying the drone today. We captured some fantastic footage. I think we probably have like over half an hour of footage of whales. One of the highlights for me too is every time a whale has breached, it's always, I swear, it happens right behind me. I turn around, I see the splash, or I like see it off in the distance. But we were all on the boat, all looking the same direction, not moving, and 50 feet off the port side, huge breach, slap, the whale takes off. We were all awestruck. But yeah, it was a great day. I definitely got a little sunburned. But yeah, I was stoked.
Nice.
Thank
Nice. We all saw the water today. Come on, we need more stories. We were all jealous.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Please do. All right.
Where's the little camera? Hello, guys. Yeah, so I was on the trophy boat with Dylan today. It was very scary at first, just like you said. There were, I don't know how tall those waves were. How tall do you think?
Dude, coming in, like 10 foot.
10-foot waves into this little tiny little dock area. Amy was amazing. I was scared shitless, but she was able to whip it out there. It was all timed out. We had one person up. It was Craig up on the dock on the phone, and he was like, "Wait, go!" And we gunned it out there. It ended up being super calm. It was weird. But yeah, one of the highlights for me, on top of flying the drone, super cool, was going under the water. The whales were super loud today. It was cool. Like, I went on Aloha Kai a couple days ago, and you had to kind of dive deep and really sit still to hear them today, or to hear them that day. But today you could just, barely put your ear in the water. It'd be like a chorus. It was so cool. So yeah, really awesome boat day today, and it surprised me. So.
You guys want to take oceanography? I learned about the difference between swells and the difference things you can experience where the waves might be large, water is not.
Very large.
Learning
At one
opportunity.
point, it was like, whoa, and it was just
Beyond
long
that,
period.
Yeah, long period. So yes, around 210, shameless plug, very class. I think it counts as some BDIG or something.
Or work at Island Packers.
Or work at Island
Yeah,
Packers. That's harder to get into.
You work at Island Packers?
I do.
I think Jaden was gonna say something. Sorry. I didn't
Oh no, I wasn't.
I was like, at one point, there was a little baby whale right in front of our boat, and I was filming, and Amy runs up, she's like, I'm like, okay, she's like, take off your shirt. I'm like, she hands me goggles, and she goes, the baby was like under the boat. She's like, go climb down the swim step. I look over, the swim step's not there. I'm just like, all right, jump in. Not the move. I put the goggles on, look, and I just see a tail flapping away. I'm like, oh, shoot. And I come up, she's like, yeah, you can't jump in. You gotta go in like gently. I was like, okay. So I did botch that one.
So you're scared of babies, what you're saying?
I just frightened the baby. Like, I don't even know who's box.
Scott, you want to say anything? To you, I will.
Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Make way.
Today was cool. I like the cinnamon buns. I actually, it was kind of nice to be out in the water and like tell a few people about this, but I actually have really bad social anxiety, and I've been struggling with this trip a lot because I just don't do well in groups or loud noises. And so like I've been having like these really nice like individual experiences with people, but like when I'm overwhelmed or overstimulated, I tend to withdraw. So like I had such a great time on the boat because there was not a lot of people and it was like really quiet. And then to be in the water and to hear all of the whales, like that was like crazy. And then Amy was just really cool, like, and encouraging with the camera, and I finally like got good shots. And there was that baby well that would not stay still, and we kept trying to get the dorsal fin, and Amy was like determined to help me get it because the baby just like wasn't coming up the right way, and I finally got it. And woo! There was a mom and that fluke, and we kept trying to get it. And as soon as she came up in front of us and it was time to get it, the camera died. And it was but then Dr. Wiles like handed me the other camera, and we were able to like get the shots because again, Amy was determined, and I wasn't scared going out or coming in. I actually thought it was really cool, but I like crazy stuff like that. I like exciting, you could die type things. I don't know. And yeah, it was cool like being out there and seeing like what you could do, and like being on the bad elf and like really getting it, and Amy being like, oh, I don't have to help you anymore, you got this. And I was like, yeah. And it was cool coming in and like watching the surfers watch Amy do her thing because they were all watching, and I was like looking at them. I was like, we're totally gonna get this, and this is about to impress everyone. And like Amy being on the phone with like Craig, and he's like, you know, on the phone with her, and she's like, this is why I don't want him on the phone, because she knows what she's doing. And it was like really cool, like not only being with Dr. Wiles and Amy and Tess, but like being with like fairly confident women. That was like really awesome. So yeah, that was a good time.
Cool. Inside the harbor or
I think of both. I don't know. It was, you know,
They were selling those swells.
there was like the jetty came out, and they were like surfing right next to the jetty, but going right in. But it was going in, literally in between two waves, threading the needle hard right, and then just splashed right behind us. It felt like from James Bond.
James Bond.
Well, people, stories, anything interesting, any contrast between your experience there and then on Aloha Kai at Turtle?
Yeah, but in front so they can hear, please.
Hi. We're at Pac-Whale. We didn't get cinnamon buns before we
Oh,
went.
snap.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some anger there.
And this morning, none of the shops are open. So just sitting there for like, I'm just waiting for the roof to go out. But it was great. Antonio was great. It felt like a little mini adventure with just us two. And I know like it was very different from the little boats. I personally like the little boats better because they were like concerned with being right angle and that's all you instead of being on the gigantic boat with a lot of foreigners. But yeah, I mean, I really liked it. Shout out to Antonio for dealing with me going shopping in the middle of our break.
Nice.
No self-control. But
What'd you get?
What'd you get? I'll show you later.
All right. Any last thoughts? Anything you forgot you desperately want to put out there before you forget?
What you said, Nepali?
What? Wait, whoa. Listen up.
One at a time, please. We almost got to the top. Good.
At one point when we were at on the Whale Packers, they did mention Dr. Cartwright and her documentary she worked on with National Geographic.
Right.
And it was really cool to see like them talking about it on this like large boat full of people, and
masseuse story? Is that the story?
A masseuse story. Wow, is this legal?
Take on the rock and roll music. He has magic hands. He gave all of us a back rub and cracked our spines, and mine literally like from the tip of my tailbone all the way to my neck cracked, and it felt so good.
Wow.
Yeah, I like release so much shit. If y'all get the chance, get it back cracked. We got his card. Oh, we have his card. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Saturday.
Some of those 5:30 wake up happens elsewhere. Our last day of different activities. Well,
What do we want to say? Do you guys have any? Hey, you guys on there? Do you guys want to say anything? Or are we good? Claire, say.
Yeah, so I will say that it was fun to be able to get the school stuff started and to see all the students in there. We learned some things for driving to the airport that we can share with you later. Like allow a lot of time because yeah, it takes a while. But yeah, it was really I was glad that we got to be a part of things today and see everyone kind of getting into the groove. So I know it feels like we're getting into the groove just as the trip's coming to an end, but Claire and I were talking about how impressed we are with how the students have developed their initiative and their collaboration. And what else were we saying?
It's very individually led learning, that they're learning organically, I think I was saying.
Yeah.
People are sort of working it out, just taking the lead themselves, and we really appreciate that. We like that. We'd like to see more of that type of learning at CCCI.
And how much you can learn when it's totally immersive like this, like it's the only thing that we're focusing on. You know, we don't have the other distractions. You know, life is out there obviously, and it's part of our brains and, you know, our world still. But just what you've been able to accomplish in a short amount of time blows us away. So thank you for that.
So thank you.
Before we go to tomorrow, you got something else?
That one quick thing. So, just I won't get into like the semantics of it, but on the car ride to the Hawaiian Council, talking to Dr. Anderson, it really kind of gave me a deeper perspective on just how much the faculty does for us, and like there's so many layers that we don't even know, and it's truly amazing, like the depths and the reaches they'll do to provide these opportunities for us, and I think that stuff just needs to be further appreciated too, even like more so that we've done the other things. So I just want to give one last like thank you, especially with everyone in the iPad being here.
Culture and community a lot. And as I was driving back today, I said it was one of my more enjoyable rides because even though these people have been way over in Kahului working their butts off and sweating and then waiting for 3 hours to get a ride home, they were cheerful, they were telling stories. I was sitting here watching Dr. Anderson tell stories. He's a great storyteller, I'm sure you noticed. Conversations I was having on the boat today. The Hawaiian phrase for that is, you know, you sit around, you talk story, you share stories with one another. I want to encourage all of you to think about that. Think about the experiences you've had. You notice the only phones out here right here now are the one videotaping me, which doesn't make sense. But think about, by contrast, how many times you're in a group of people and you're all kind of going like this. These things, they're designed to be addictive. They're designed for you to keep your attention on them. And you can only put your attention on one thing at a time. So be mindful, be reflective, be with the people you're with when you get the chance to be with people. It's important, it matters, you'll have a richer life. And with that, I think we transition to Friday. Who said Saturday? Friday's plan. All right. We have our last ride on Pat. Well, it's going to be an early start again. Sorry. I'll go with that early start. And And so that's the only boat that not everyone will get on. We have 14 spaces. A few of you won't make it on Path Whale. We also think it's cool. We'll get into it later. So Path Whale tomorrow, we got Angelina and Charlotte. So, like, yeah, that's our school. We know her. For the school, we've got Simon, Carson, Rob, and Andrew.
All boy time on
Do
the
your
school.
gender proud. On trophy, if I'm not mistaken, these are the last three people that have been on trophy: Riley, Faith, and Heather. Whew, no pressure. And so everybody else is doing tree planting, same place or same Oluwalu watershed, different group or different, different meeting group. And I'm going to leave one of the two of you, I think, worked out all the times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hood on and hide because
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just say. Okay, I'm gonna make a few announcements before I say the time because there'll be a huge anger about the time. So let me just say. So tomorrow's the last push. So tomorrow's the last day, right? I mean, you guys are flying out on Saturday. It's the last, but the last day of us doing our thing is tomorrow. So we have a lot of stuff to accomplish. Again, we're kind of moving people around the island, so it's a challenge as we saw today. Today was cool, right? We got it all done, and we kind of got back. We need to get back a lot earlier tomorrow so that we can have our barbecue and do all that kind of good stuff. And so again, before I say these times, I'm going to say this because you probably blank out when I say the rest. So before you go to bed tonight, maybe a little pre-packing might be a great idea. Like just sort of get a little organized and you put some stuff here, whatever. Save a little bit of time. That's great. Dr. Wiles already mentioned that we need to clean our rooms. That's tomorrow and Saturday morning. But you know, as much as you can do a little bit tonight, that'd be great. And then I would say also make sure you guys get something for yourself. We've talked before about postcards for mom and all that kind of stuff, which is great. But I hope everybody, if you've not gotten a little something for yourself, you think about getting a little something for yourself. It could be a little funky tiki thing, it could be a funny little knickknack, it could be a cool necklace, whatever it is. And that could also be a picture of you. We've been trying to take pictures of everybody and doing stuff, but if you don't have a cool picture of yourself, maybe you like the palm trees, maybe you like the helping with the planting with the kids, please make it a point tomorrow, our last full day, to hand your phone to someone. Can you please take a picture of me? And that is totally legit, right? It's okay for you to have a cool memory of yourself that's just you. We have this great group. We have all kinds of great memories. But if you don't have that yet, make sure you grab one of those tomorrow before we leave whatever the things we're doing. Okay, cool. All right, so having said that, let's talk about the start times tomorrow. So whale people, 5:30. Yup. Everybody else, 7. Meaning we are actually leaving at these times. So let me explain. People on the boat are boat ready. So people on the boat have your sun shirt. Everybody else is ready to plant. So everybody else has your orange shirt on. I'll say it again. Everybody else has your orange shirt on, your Carhartts, your good boots. So we saw, or many of us saw what the planting was like. It's going to be similar, right? So kind of a little bit of muddy, kind of a little bit of possible ankle twisty. Our gloves, all that stuff is good. The folks that aren't on Pack Whale, we need to shuttle everyone so that we are up there. We will start that planting activity at 7:30. Okay, so this is what our partners asked us to be. Okay, so whoever's on the boat, we're gonna all go up there, do some planting. We'll do at least about 2 hours of that, and then my boy crew, we're gonna peel off a little bit early so we can get back to the school. The rest of the folks that are staying there they're gonna give you guys a farm tour and a couple more things and stuff, right? In addition, we're going to be mapping the farm for our partners and also I think the site that we restored yesterday. So that's all. So Zach will need some help with that. We'll need some spotters, and so all that stuff's going to be going on. When we finish that up, we finish our respective things. we're gonna all come back, not at 5 o'clock, beforehand, so we can start to prep. This is where things usually go awry. We start rushing and we forget. Take some time tomorrow afternoon. Make sure we've gotten all of our data downloaded, all of our memory cards are clean, all that kind of stuff. And so we'll come back and have a little bit of time before dinner for you guys to make sure, number one, that all of our community property is together and all that data is downloaded. And then we can talk about getting the barbecue and stuff like that ready. We will also try, me or Zach or one of us will, before we go and get our colleagues at the Pack Whale, we'll also try to leave a little bit early so we can go by, Zach or me can go by the Hawaiian Council to leave those shirts. We weren't able to get them today, so they will get shirts. That's the plan for tomorrow. 5:30 whale people, everybody else 7. Whale people ready for the boat, everybody else ready to plant, full on sun, all that stuff. Everybody has a lunch tomorrow.
5:30 is too early for you. I'm sure plenty of people will take their time.
Well, people fight. That's 5:30 in our room. We have the cameras and equipment bay.
Yeah, we'll be dumping you guys off at the Cinnabon place or the whatever it is, the bakery place, so you guys can grab some gooey breakfast materials.
That's worth it. It's worth it.
It's totally worth it. Thank you. I agree. There we go. So that's our charge. So if you guys gotta like put somebody real quick and then crash, do it. But plan accordingly. And we really need to cut. So all these things are not because we want to start at 5:30. It's because we have to work our way back from timing stuff. So please do be prompt for you guys. If it's 7, be ready to go 7. If it's 5:30, be ready to go 5:30, and we will charge. Cool. And let me just ask. There was I think there was something that we forgot with our Pack Whale boat, right? We forgot a iPad or something, right? We forgot today. I thought there was something you guys couldn't do the geospatial. No. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, we didn't have a GoPro on the trophy boat, and that was a bad answer.
That's because both the selfie sticks are broken.
Oh, selfie sticks are broken.
Okay, good.
Selfie sticks.
I have one.
care about the GoPro.
It doesn't have a long
Oh.
stick, but it has a stick.
You can't really reach over with that.
But bring your. Okay, so bring it and then make sure we have that one, at least one charge GoPro to go tomorrow, because we have a stick to go on it, or it can go on it.
I don't
She has
know.
one. We have one. We have another one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's what I did. I like stuck my whole arm in there. I was gonna take it from the feet.
Awesome, possum. So questions? Anybody any logistics questions? When we get back to the room, we'll repost everybody's assignments so you guys can see them again in written form. Oh yeah, sorry, one last thing I forget. Simon kindly asked me 2 days ago, hey, can we talk a little bit about communication? And I was reminded of it because today I got a Slack thing that said, hey, because you didn't buy the pro version of Slack, your stuff is only archived for 90 days. So if there's some funny conversation that we were going back and forth with each other or something, do a screenshot, copy it. By the end of the semester, you might not be able to see it on Slack, right? But then Simon wanted to talk about how you guys can communicate after, if you are interested in after class.
I have a list of questions. This is just starting. No, this is honestly like I have a lot of questions. So I don't know if this is the right.
Or we can talk about it tomorrow. I just remember that I failed to give you your platform.
Maybe I can just like give the questions for you guys to kind of ponder about them. So possible conversation starters, inquiries about what's next, since interested in hearing about past groups on this trip. Was there any way that the group continued to exist besides the past? What do you think of as some?
Well, hold on. So that's one for Dr. Wiles and Dr. Steele. So maybe they can answer you guys.
Okay. So my idea was just kind of throwing out the questions and then kind of like think about it for tomorrow. What do you think of as some great next best steps for us as a group or individuals? For yourself, or what has shifted? What is opening up as a possibility or future direction individually because of this experience? Does anyone have a vision or inkling about how they want to continue playing, working together as friends, colleagues?
Right. I think it would be great if we all got together once we're back home, not our actual home, not our fun home. I would say.
You mean outside of class? Not we'll
Yes.
come together for class.
Of course, outside of class. Yes, outside of class, and we also continue to do some service work. I believe there's plenty of opportunities, just like there are here, and I think we have a really good team going. And it would be a shame if we totally lost all the charisma and fantastic glue that we have together at this point. So, with that in mind, possibly we could make some sort of group chat. It was mentioned on Discord, perhaps, or Canvas, or some sort of other platform that we could use. And that way, maybe once every month, we can go out and we can go work in like botanical gardens or something, or we can go out and we can do plant restoration at the state park that I work at. Things like that. Just open opportunities for everybody. I think it would be fair to say that you guys would probably be all down if you coordinated properly. But just like Simon was saying, you got to coordinate it properly. So I think moving forward after this, once we get to our first class meeting, possibly we can discuss it there. I think it would be great. And also it would be cool, Dylan had brought this up, and so Simon as well, to go on maybe like a small camping trip or something like that. At like the establishment that I work at, I can get us a full campsite for free. So already doing that here very well. So if we continue to do that, I think we can have a good end of the year. Sweet.
Two more.
I have another idea too. Can you hear me?
What? Yeah.
Oh,
You want to say something?
Oh yeah, just we're thinking that we could do a collaboration for the Steam Carnival on April 5th and feature show the videos and really do a whole thing with for this. That's it's an arts and sciences event, but I think this would be a perfect opportunity to showcase the work of the students and also as a good community engagement activity because it's going to be all the school kids from the area.
Cool. If you guys couldn't hear, Stacy said maybe for our Steam Carnival, our open to the public thing, that people are doing little mini science presentations and activities. Maybe we could do a little, you guys could show videos or some little summary of some of the stuff you guys did to show the kids what we did.
We might also be writing a children's book, so just be ready for that, everyone.
Oh, and apparently you're gonna write a children's book. That's good to know. That's good. Sweet. All right, Simon had some more questions, I think.
All right. So, what is closing as a path you thought you might be interested in as a result of this experience? What about this experience would you want to replicate in other endeavors or in your personal life?
Cool. All right, great stuff to think about for tomorrow. Did you guys have any? Did you guys have any other closing thoughts, people in California?
Yeah, I think that just really kind of prepare yourself for the return. What do you call that? Re-entry.
Not yet. Not yet. We can talk about that tomorrow. Don't prepare yourself yet for that.
As far as I would say mentally, feel just really know that even for the hard times, just know that this is still a limited opportunity. And so even if it's the wake up call and all of that or whatever else is a drag, it's after that it'll just be, you'll just have the memories and you won't remember that part.
Right. Right.
I can't see anyone anymore. It's all black.
Okay, it was all black.
Yeah.
Probably did something.
Ever since you started talking, I think you're blocking the camera.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Jesus. Sorry.
Sorry. Okay, there's everybody waving at you. There's everybody waving at you.
Have a great last day. We're in Newbury Park now, so that actually really made the drive go by fast.
It did.
You're welcome.
If you want me,
All right,
I can zoom with you
guys.
all on the car drives.
Okay,
Have a
everybody
great
give one wave and then we'll log off. Thanks, you guys.
Aloha.
Goodbye.